Hey everyone, Andrikats here and welcome back to my channel. With patch 10.1 now available to play, I think it's about time we deep dove into the new PvE upgrading system and get a better understanding on how it works. So without further ado, let's jump right in. If you are mostly doing PvE content, then the all-new upgrading system will play a significant role in your gearing journey. This system will basically unify and replace the current PvE upgrade systems such as Valor and Storm Gear systems. In Season 2 you'll be able to upgrade almost any piece of item, whether you earn it from a World Quest, Aberus, Mythic Plus or any other PvE activity. Honestly, I think this is a great change, as any piece of gear can stay relevant for much longer. For example, if you get a 415 champion item from normal raid, you can upgrade it up to 437, so it can still aid you through heroic progress until a better one comes along. The way this system works is over the course of Season 2 you will earn two new primary currencies, Flightstones and Shadowflame Crests. These can be used to further upgrade your gear to higher item level. Flightstones are obtained from almost any PvE activity. This includes quests, treasures, completing dungeons, raids and many more. There is no weekly cap, so if you are running low and want more, you can always continue farming them. There is a holding cap of 2k though, which is relatively high, since you can earn and spend them freely. So as long as you keep using them to upgrade your gear, there is no limit to the actual amount of Flightstones you can earn. The number of Flightstones you currently hold can be found in the Currencies tab. Shadowflame Crests, on the other hand, come in 4 varieties, depending on the difficulty of the content they come from. The tiers follow the hierarchy of dragon kinds, so we have the lowest tier, which is Whelpling, then Drake, Worm, and the highest crest is Aspect. In addition to that, in Season 2, each gear from any PvE source will be on a distinct upgrade track based on its item level at creation. The lowest tier is Explorer with item level 376 up to 398, then Adventurer with item level between 389 to 411, Veteran is next with 402 to 424 item level, then Champion with 415 to 437, and the highest upgradable tier is Hero with 428 up to 441 item level. Depending on the gear type, you will need a specific crest for upgrades. Whelpling Crest can be used to upgrade higher level Adventurer and lower level Veteran gear. These crests can drop from LFR bosses, Mythic Plus keys up to level 5, and outdoor activities such as World Quests and treasures. Drake's Crest can be used to upgrade higher level Veteran and lower level Champion gear. It can be earned from normal raid bosses, completing keys between level 6 and 10, and only selected weekly events from outdoors. Wyrm's Shadowflame Crest can be used to upgrade higher level Champion and lower level Hero gear. It drops from heroic bosses and keys from level 11 up to 15. The final Aspect Shadowflame Crest can be used to upgrade hero gear to item level 441. This can be found only through Mythic rating and keys at level 16 and above. Mythic Plus dungeons will drop only fragments and they have a fixed number. Completing the dungeon awards 5 crest fragments, and completion within the time limit will reward with 12 fragments. To create any Shadowflame Crest, you need to combine 15 crest fragments from the same tier. Similar with Flightstones, crest fragments can be found across the Dragon Isles. You can also purchase Whelpling or Drake fragments from Spinsoa and Loam, with the unearthed Fragrant coins earned from public events in Zaralek Cavern. There are 6 different chests he sells, and each can be purchased once per week. Shadowflame Crests and their fragments will be stored in your reagent bank, and luckily for us they stack, so they won't take up too much space. There is a weekly cap on the number of crests that you can obtain each week, which is 10 of each kind. The cap also increases over time and allows you to catch up freely if you don't reach it in a week. If you want to check your weekly cap, you can do that by going to the Statistics tab of the Achievements window, and you can see how many fragments you've earned during the week. Whelplings and Drake's Shadowflame Crests are available to collect with the launch of 10.1, but Wyrm's and Aspect's Crests won't be available until May 9th, when Season 2 begins. Vaskar and Loam will offer quests which walk you through the upgrade progress. These quests will be available shortly after arriving in Loam, early in the campaign. Once you've completed Vaskar's intro questlines, you can also downgrade any of your Shadowflame crests to lower tiers. Trading your crest like this won't count against your weekly cap for the new crest. If, for example, you earn a Wyrm's crest and exchange it for a Drake's crest, it won't count against your weekly limit for Drake's crests. Okay, so we learned all about the current upgrade currencies. Now let's talk more specifically about how to use them to upgrade your gear. Almost every gear that you earn in Season 2 will be able to be upgraded to a specific level. All tiers have 8 upgrade paths except for the highest hero tier, which has 5. Explorer gear will only require Flightstones, while upgrading all the other types of gear will require additional crests. More specifically, Explorer gear drops frequently from mobs, normal dungeons, and is a common quest reward. As I mentioned before, you will only need Flightstones for upgrades. All the other gear tiers will require Flightstones and additional Shadowflame crests. But let's take a closer look at each tier. Adventurer gear drops rarely from outdoor Zarlek cavern activities and from completing Heroic and Mythic 0 dungeons. To fully upgrade it, you will need additional Whelpling's crests. Veteran gear drops from Firak assaults, Elfer bosses, selected Zaralek cavern activities, and 10.1 campaign quests. You will need Whelpling and Drake's Shadowflame crests to fully upgrade it. Champion gear drops in normal Aberus, inside the Great Vault, or weekly quests. To fully upgrade it, you will need Drake's and Wyrm's Shadowflame crests. Hero gear drops from Heroic Aberus, and to fully upgrade it, you will need Wyrm's and Aspect Shadowflame crests. Mythic gear is so powerful that you won't be able to upgrade it further. Mythic Plus dungeons will also drop different gear tiers depending on the key level. Keys from level 2 up to 8 will drop Veteran gear, 9 to 16 keys will drop Champion gear, while Hero gear drops from 17 keys and above. Mythic gear will be awarded only from the Great Vault for completing plus 16 keys and higher. So the highest item level you can get is from Mythic, which is 441 from the first bosses, up to 415 from the final bosses or the Great Vault. Raid also includes very rare items which are a bit higher than the loot table. For Mythic, the final 2 bosses will drop 2 very rare items at item level 457. That includes class trinkets from Echo of Neltharion and a bag piece from Sarkareth. Items which can be upgraded will be highlighted in your inventory as soon as you interact with an item upgrade vendor. You can find upgrade vendors in all the popular places in the Dragon Isles, including Valdraken, the Forbidden Reach, and inside the main hut in Loam. But you can upgrade your gear at any item upgrade vendor in the game. Something worth mentioning here, items that are lower item level than the best gear you've obtained for a given slot will have a discount. You'll only spend half the usual Flightstone cost, and they won't require a crest. These discounts will apply to all the upgrade levels until your new item reaches the eye level of your highest gear in the slot. In addition to that, this will be partially account-wide. What I mean is, any alt will also get a 50% Flightstone discount, but unfortunately you'll still need to provide the appropriate amount of crest for your alt upgrades. Items which can go into 2 slots, including rings, trinkets and one-handed weapons, will also take into consideration your second highest item to determine the upgrade discount. Main hand weapons and offhands are each tracked separately, but the lower of these will count towards your one-handed weapon discount. If you have a two-handed weapon, your highest will set the discount threshold for both hands, no matter what style you use. This will be especially good to allow us to experiment with various trinkets, rings, weapons, or any other piece of gear that potentially has some cool effects on, and will be really helpful to catch up on your alts. Crafted gear will still be a hot topic in this patch, as all the looted Shadowflame crests can be used to craft an optional reagent for crafting high-end gear. Enchanters will become quite popular in 10.1 as they'll be able to convert looted crests into enchanted Shadowflame crests. These enchanted versions can be used to set the item level range of a piece of crafted gear, similar to how infusions worked in Season 1. The crafter skill will still play a vital role as higher quality crafts have a higher item level. In Season 2 you can create up to 447 item level crafted gear if you use an enchanted Aspect's Shadowflame crest. The new updated gearing system will last for the entire duration of Season 2, and depending on how it rolls out they'll decide if they want to keep it or, throw it in the trash. I'm quite excited for it and I can't wait to jump in and try it. I would love to hear your thoughts though down below. Do you think it's too overcomplicated or is it clear enough? As always, thank you so much for watching my content and make sure to drop a like if you have found this video helpful. If you want to support my channel, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can also find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/AndreCatsGames, where I'm mostly streaming World of Warcraft. Good luck with whatever you are doing and I will see you all on the next one. Bye!